Hello, welcome back to another FY podcast. Today I'm here with my co-host
María Vanessa Mora.
and Emma Morales, and today we have a guest that is also a host, but he's gonna be explaining his first year experience on the UTRGV campus.
In Salto.
There you go.
There you go.
So first of all, let's review your semester. If I'm correct, this is the first semester you spent with UTRGV?
Yeah, this is my first year and my first semester.
Okay. So tell us, what were your expectations like when you got here?
I actually didn't have a lot of expectations when I came here. Like from the first podcast, like I didn't expect a lot. Like I just expected mostly like high school, like I said. Expected like a kind of like the same experience that I had in high school. But it was totally different.
Okay, you say it's different, but in what way?
So you thought it was gonna be easier? Like easy?
I thought it was gonna be it was gonna be easy, like I'm gonna have a freezy time. I don't need to study.
Oh.
Just leave it at the last second. It is child change.
How did you feel when you found out it was not the same?
I was like, whoa, this is a little too much. Hold on.
But the thing is, did it hit you like
Like
really
when-
hard, or did it take you time to
Yeah.
realize that it wasn't?
No, it hit me pretty hard. Like on my first test, I saw the whole difference. It went from like, okay, the lecture was like, it was going pretty well, and then the exam goes, and then I get the score, which was like a 50, and I'm like, okay, hold up, this is not the same.
It happens. It happens.
Okay, but after you noticed that, what do you do to like fix?
Like in simple terms, I got myself together. I started actually putting a little bit more attention. Like I start focusing on my lectures and actually writing notes, and at least try to study.
Okay, the real question is, those notes that you wrote, did you really read them?
I did actually went back to them. Comparing them to high school, where you were just writing like leave it there, never to go back to it. But coming now, like I actually go back and actually read them.
Is there any questions you have in specific?
Did you find any sources or like did you know about the learning center? Did you seek help? Did you do it by yourself?
Or did someone has to tell you about it?
No, I did U Central. I was living there pretty much in U Central. Every day I was just freaking go. No, I did went out to help. I had some friends that came here in college as well as Alan. And they kind of did help me, and I kind of got together. I got myself together, and they were telling me, "Oh, you need this, and you need to pay more attention." It's going pretty well.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't have that group of friends, do you think you would have found the help they gave you by yourself? Or would you know if you weren't in the podcast?
I think after so many failed attempts, I will probably reach a point where like, okay, I'm starting to get this. I get the hang.
Okay, so you're truthful. You show that you did struggle a little, but after you found all this help, did it become way easier or just barely passable?
Oh, way more easy now. It actually become way more easy.
In what way?
Like, in my grades, like in my exams, everything became a little more easy to understand the teachers, talk with them, send messages with them, and they actually respond to you and they try to help you as much as possible.
Yeah, because they care about you. Well,
yeah.
Most of them. Just saying.
Like they did help a lot, and like that kind of got me together. And right now I'm pretty.
I know in another podcast that we talk about extra credit. Did any of your classes do you have to rely or did you take advantage of the extra credit?
I did not take advantage of the extra credit, but they some of them did offer. At least out of my 6 teachers, I know 2 of them offered me extra credit, which I didn't use.
Okay,
but I did pretty well with them, without them.
So you didn't take the extra credit because you didn't think you needed, or you just forgot?
In all honesty, I was pretty lazy about it.
Oh, it tends to happen.
I mean, but at least you passed, right?
I did pass.
Okay.
I passed with A's.
So right now, it's finals week or it's approaching. How are you preparing for it? What are you doing?
Are you
Well,
How
relaxed?
do you feel?
Well, I know that some of my friends are taking like different ideas. They're having like group meetings, or some of them are gonna come here to tutor. Some of the classes offer tutoring. Some of them are coming here. Uh, like me and other friends, we're just kind of going through the reviews, hearing videos, watching it, and trying to get out the concept and preparing for it.
Like a study group.
Like I say, kind of like a study. Yeah.
But by yourself?
Yes.
No, with
What-
okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
No, with his
'cause-
friends.
No, the way I heard him is that he's by himself reading reviews and watching videos, but other friends of his do the same thing.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing where they're
Okay.
getting together. Mm.
So why are you not with them? So your perspective in finals is you're not stressed? Are you not afraid like most of us are?
I saw, even though some calm, I'm low key like stressing out. Like I need an A to pass my classes.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the beginning of the year we talk about goals. Did you succeed in getting any of them done in a way?
You know, I did have a little bit of goals like set, but my schedule, which was pretty awful, and I tried to fix that next semester. And I think that's what happened with a few of us in the first semester for freshmen. That from what I heard, like some of us did mess up on our schedule, and I know next semester some of us are gonna try to solve it. And with that, I'm actually gonna try to reach my next semester goals.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, what will you do different next semester?
Tend not to procrastinate. Try to procrastinate a little bit less, hopefully. Fix my schedule and have a little bit more organized time for me.
Let's put emphasis on trying.
Yeah, it's not, no.
Well, so for next year, this New Year's, after New Year's, when you come back, you already said that you're gonna have to adjust some of your goals. How would you adjust your goals and your behavior in a way? Because I know your schedule, but you personally, what adjustments will you make to yourself in a way?
Like be less. Be procrastinate less. Like that's my main emphasis for me.
Okay.
I know people have like different like ways that they have problems on. Either they tend not to study, or like they have too much stress on them, and they have to resolve it. Since normally for me, I tend to have a lot of time to do my things. I want to procrastinate less and tend to have more organization, so I can do different things.
Besides less procrastination and more adjustment, would you consider joining clubs?
I've been considering to joining clubs.
But what's holding you back?
Well, like I said, what's holding me back was my schedule. I had like some classes, I had like 3 hours breaks or 4 hours break, and I started in the morning, and then my next class was like at 7 in the night. So
Oh,
if,
okay.
so
So
it
you
was,
were here all day.
so I was here all day, and
Yeah.
I didn't have like, let's say, an organized time.
Oh, okay.
Well, it is true. I can agree on that. So, personally, do you think your next semester is gonna be better to you in a learning perspective and personal perspective? Like, are you gonna be more relaxed? You will know what to do, or you think you're gonna still make some mistakes?
I think I'm gonna make mistakes along the way. I mean, I know that as soon as you progress, some classes are still gonna get harder, and there's gonna be more stress. So what I'm gonna try to do is tend to at least be more careful with my classes and pay more attention, and not try to make the same mistakes that I did in my first semester.
Okay. What about you?
Well, I mean, what about us? Like,
Yeah, like
do you
what about?
remember?
Well, I know my goals were like to try and pass my classes. That didn't go as planned. I did try. It's just that the way I tried to resolve a lot of things didn't go as planned. So I guess it wasn't fully my fault, but it was partially mine. Also, I wanted to do a new way to study and everything. It didn't work anyways. So I need to find a new one. But for my next year, I guess I'll adjust some of my goals to be more specific to me, mainly my studying, because I do struggle taking tests. It's like I see the first page, everything goes out the window. And that does hurt me because I am a science major, and most of my classes only revolve around 4 tests. And I'm not good at taking tests, so those 4 tests are like, I can do amazing or I can fail the class. So that's my main problem that I know I need to fix. And personally, well, I guess nothing, because I don't do much. I'm just either in the library or just alone.
You, Vanessa?
Well, like going back to my first year. I think I was scared my first semester, so I want to say like I took easy classes. So then I thought like, oh, like it's easy. So the next semester I'm like, oh, I'm gonna add all these classes. It's easy, but then I came to know that it was not that easy, right? Like taking 18 hours is not easy, and like it's not as easy as like it seems. You have to put a lot of effort.
I mean, it's 18 hours. Just saying.
No.
What about you?
Me, well, was I knew like right before I started college, I knew I had to improve like already, especially in like how I did before in high school. So like I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. Like I did have certain expectations, like like it might be just like high school. I just need to improve better, and that's what I did. I mean, I took all basics, pretty much again, math, English, history, science. Which I guess now I see they're pretty easy. When you think about it.
I think when you compare it to any other thing that is specific to your career, math and English is just easy.
Yeah, it's like a regular class.
I wish that was only my requirements. So, in conclusion, so we can wrap this up. For the first year students, it's okay if you struggle, you thought that it was gonna be super easy and it wasn't. It happens. A lot of people share the same perspective. But what matters is that you look at your goals and your behavior and what you did and adjust in a way that is not gonna be a burden to yourself, but only help you improve.
Yeah, to learn from your mistakes. Then.
Yeah, and it's okay. You can ask people for help. Talk to your teachers, like Aldo said. He spent more time talking to his teachers. He seek help from his friends that told him about touring and everything. So it's okay to ask for help. It's better to ask for help than fail.
I wanna ask you something. Like through the semester, like how were your parents like with you? Like, did you find any support?
In my case, like my parents don't care. You do you. Like as long as I'm passing, they're like, it's fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Parental support can be different for different people. But as far as I know, from some of my friends, they say that their families have been pretty supportive. For me, it's just been like around chill. But yeah.
Would it change anything if your parents were more supportive? Like, would it make it easier?
I mean, when you say it's easy, I think that relies more on what type of professor you have. But like if it's like helps you keep going, I think like affection, like having your friends support you and have your family support, it does affect, and it's pretty important.
And for you? Like family and friends support.
They were non-existent.
I did, but like again, it's like my parents were like, I was like, oh, you're passing, okay, that's good. Like, you know, it wasn't like, I mean, look, I appreciated that they didn't push me or be like, no, you need to get A's, like you need, like, you know, because I mean, they would do that to my brother, but not for me, because you know, I kind of struggle.
She's the mother.
But like, I adjust to it. I like right now, I've been getting A's and B's, and so like they kind of expect me to keep it there. But like if I go down, like if they know it's like, oh, like it was hard, or like, you know, they will understand. They won't be like, oh, like you were getting A's, like what happened, like doing everything wrong. Like no, they wouldn't say that.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. they're like, hey, why is this grade low? I'm like, it's hard. It's not hard. You didn't try hard enough. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
If they know that I tried my hardest, they would be just like, for next semester, like
try.
think about it, what you did wrong, what you can improve.
Mhm.
What you keep telling yourself, okay, what can I do to improve?
What about you?
I think it helps a lot. Like, at the beginning, like, the second semester when I thought I can, like, I can take a lot of classes. Like, it was hard, but then, like, going home and, like, your parents supporting you and, like, your sisters and friends, like, having them as a support or as a resource, like, it helps a lot. Like, it keeps you, like, it motivates you, like, I'm not gonna give up or I'm gonna continue going and stuff like that.
So in a way, if you're doing bad, but you get the support from your family,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of helps you keep going instead of just giving up. Is that what?
Yeah.
Well, so this time in conclusion, just seek to get all the help that you can, all the support, friends, family. There's plenty of help.
Yeah, I think many people think that it's only them going through something, but like I think that like they're not alone.
Also,
Like, and there's others going through what you're going through.
and you mentioned that there's others, and also there's like I don't know if there's groups here that kind of help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that if you have a group of friends and you kind of get together, it helps. And just to know that hey, you're not the only one having trouble, and just mainly look on your first semester and try to adjust what was wrong. And I think that's gonna help a lot of students, and that should help a lot. Is there any other tip you wanna give?
Check your teachers. Like sometimes some teachers, like not dissing, but like some of the teachers tend to make some of the assignments pretty difficult than they normally are. Since they have different ways to teach, I feel like look at the professors and see which one you're gonna feel more comfortable with.
So check the rating of the teacher.
Yeah, check the rating.
Okay. Is there anything else? Well, this will conclude the FI podcast, and have a nice day. I was gonna say day, but then I was like, wait, can I say day?
Have a nice life.
Take care.